Hi there, my name is Kenny. I'm a brand designer from Nigeria and welcome to my YouTube channel. It feels so good to finally be able to say this because I've been putting this off for so long, but now I finally put it out. So first, I must congratulate you for being one of the first few people who will ever get to see my videos, right? Because, this is the first video that I'm ever making, but you get to be one of the first people to see it. So yeah, kudos to you. But I'm just joking. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you exactly why I quit school, especially as someone who got the opportunity to be a nursing student. Also, I'm going to be sharing what this channel is about, what videos you should expect, and so stay tuned, don't go anywhere. So why did I start this YouTube channel? Let's start with that. So this channel is a way for me to share my ideas, share my ideologies, my theories with people of like mind. And what are these people? Creatives, entrepreneurs, business owners, young people like me who are trying to do something that is different from the regular expected path, which is to, go to school, get a degree, get a job, that's all. So if that is you, this channel is for you. The second reason is that as someone who is just starting out on their journey, I have so many people that I look up to, and when I look back to where they started from, because they documented it, I still find, valuable information that helps me as someone who's starting out as well. So this is just a means for me to create something like that for somebody in the future, because hopefully in the next 3, 4, 5 years, this becomes something that is worth, emulating, and somebody wants to be like me, or somebody wants to do something similar to this, and they're like, oh yeah, where did she start from? So let me just document it so that somebody in the future can have something to look back on. So this is what this is about. Finally, this is a way for me to share the things that I learn as I go along my journey, the things that I put in place that work for me. Hopefully I can share them and it will help somebody else out there. So again, if any of these things appeal to you, then please like and subscribe to this channel and keep watching. Now to the question of why did I quit school? Before I get into that, first let me explain why I chose nursing and why I went to uni in the first place, because I know it's always an option to just not go to uni, right, and go chase your dreams. So first thing is that I did not know what my dream was. I thought that my dream was to be a doctor. And why did I think that? So I am the last born of 7 children, and it's something that I know that my parents have always wanted one of us to go in the medical field, especially to become a doctor. Now they didn't enforce it on any one of us or say force me to do it, but I grew up to want to make my parents proud, that kind of feeling, and to want to please them and to please people around me. I used to be a people pleaser. I'm trying to outgrow that. So as I grew, I started to, they would ask me, what do you want to be? I say, I want to be a doctor. It's my passion. I want to take care of people. I tell you, it is not my passion. And let me tell you, I do not like taking care of people. Okay, that's just a joke. That is true. But that was how the passion started. And while being a doctor is not exactly nursing, right? I didn't choose medicine because I thought that I would not meet the requirement for it. There's a longer story into that I don't think I'll be able to get into in this video. So I chose nursing because I thought I would not be able to get into medicine, which eventually I found out that I was actually qualified, but I already picked nursing, so I went with it. And in the decision to choose something else that wasn't medicine, people advised me that nursing is very lucrative. Nursing is in high demand. It will open up a lot of opportunities for you. Example, that you can travel out of the country, you can relocate to another country, and which is one of the popular things for Nigerians. They're always trying to leave the country. I don't really have that desire. Anyway, so I chose nursing, but I never really liked nursing from the get-go. I always felt like nursing, anything that was less than being a doctor, was not worth it for me. And when I got into nursing, I realized that nursing is actually much more valuable than I used to think it was. I still didn't like it. People were like, I always said that I did not like nursing from the get-go, but they were like, when you get into it, when you start to do it, you will like it. And I got into it, I didn't like it. But how did I, start to nurture the idea of, I didn't want to do this, I wanted to quit school? I would have still done it regardless if I did not find something else that was my passion. So the education system in Nigeria is kind of weird in a way that it's slow. We had COVID, there was an 8-month strike, literally took about 2 years of our resumption. So I had a lot of time on my hands to prepare for resuming, to prepare for exams, getting into school and stuff like that. Over that time that we were at home, I found design. That was late 2020. I found design, even though when I found design, it was like one of the most basic. Maybe one day I'm going to share you the very first thing that I did that was design related. It was like one of the most basic things in design anyway. So, but then I found design and I liked it and I started to do it more. And more than that, it was kind of like a way for me to escape my current life. 2020, they were advising everybody, learn an online skill, get a side hustle, since school is not in session and all those things. So design was a way for me to, learn a side hustle so that I can make small money to, just have extra money. So having found my passion for design, I started to dislike nursing more, but I didn't have a choice. And everybody that, I spoke to would be like, you can do both of them. The reason why you think it's difficult to undo both of them is because you already have that mindset in your head that you have to leave one for the other. But, I'm this type of person that I do not like mediocrity. I like to be excellent in everything that I do. If nursing is a very, very challenging course. It requires hard work and a lot of time and a lot of sacrifices. So does building a business or a career in design, literally. But people don't, because it's an online skill, many people traditionally don't have that respect or they don't understand what it is. So it's just like you're always on your phone or you're always on your system. So they don't really put much regard to it. There's more respect that goes into nursing. And because it's an organized institution, which is school, I cannot have tests, I cannot have exams and not prepare for it. So I cannot have classes and not go for it. So I literally have to place more priority on something that I know that is not for me. I've always said it to my classmates, to my friends, that I know that I'm not going to do nursing. I'm going to finish. If I finish this degree, I'm going to dump my degree at home and I'm going to go do something else. So over time, nurturing that idea, I started to be like, why would I do that to myself? And there's not a best time. People told me that you can finish this one first, finish the nursing first, even if you're not going to use the degree, put the degree at home, and then you cannot go do whatever else you want to do. But guess what? There's no right time. I feel like it will even be harder at that point because I have spent 5 years. I've dedicated 5 years into something that I don't like. And now I have a degree for it that potentially can make me money as fast as possible. Why would I drop that and then go chase a dream? I feel like it's even harder at that point to now drop nursing because now I already put in the work, I already put in the effort and sacrificed a lot of time and energy for it. And it's supposed to be paying me back and I want to drop it? No, that is not a good time. What about when I eventually get a nursing job? Say I didn't drop it after I get the degree, I get a nursing job. I think it's still definitely going to be harder because you already have something that is sustaining you, that is probably making you good money. And on like that is how my dream is going to die. So I started to feel like if I did not do this now, I would never be able to do it. And if I did not do it, I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life. So if I did not get into it now, I am going to hate myself for it. I started to feel like that. And over time, people would advise you, don't worry, you'll be fine, and all those things. You can do both. Maybe, you're just lazy and that's why you think you cannot undo both and all that. But everything is exhausting, really exhausting. And then to be exhausted doing two things that you're not getting immediate results from it. Now, that is not exactly how I came to the decision to quit school, but I will not be able to get into that in this video, maybe in another video. But so I finished my first year of nursing school, and as we were about to resume the second year, I was like, no, I can't do this again for another year. I feel like I've wasted 1 year, even though I was doing design by the side, but there's so much I need to learn as regards building a business, as regards learning design and improving, that this is just going to restrict me. And I tell you, they say that 200 level or the second year is the hardest because that is when we like in nursing school, because that is when you like go in depth into nursing itself. The first year you do like all these basic courses and all that, and then the second year you go deeper into it. And I actually already started reading ahead before we resumed. I already started preparing for that. I'm like, bro, I cannot take another year of this. I cannot join another year of this with reading a business. I just really want to go full out. Also, I must say, doing the actual thing isn't as fun as I expected it to be, and it's not going as fast as I want it to be. Like I said, it's only been like 2 months, and for some reason, I expect to have achieved what would probably take anybody 2 years to achieve. So yes, I'm going out of myself. And then I always have to constantly remind myself that, chill, you're playing the long game here, so don't rush it. Don't expect so much. Just put in the work every single day, and eventually you see the results. And that is my advice to you. Whatever it is that you're doing, don't rush it. Just try to be better at it every single day. And eventually, you look back and be like, oh wow, I've gone this far, right? But definitely, quitting was not easy. I cried many times. Okay, so I cried many times because my family were not in support, my friends were not in support, my spiritual parents, my pastors were not in support, my church members were not in support, my classmates were not in support. So many people were not in support of it, and they tried to talk me out of it. And then I even had people that we weren't even close, weren't even that much friends, and I felt the need to, I don't know why I felt the need to tell everybody that asked if I was coming back to school, why have I not seen you? I should have just told them something. But I always, I try to be honest, and then I tell them, and they just think that they have one kind of right to advise me, or they understand what is happening, and they just give me an advice. And every single time somebody told me something that was definitely opposite to what I wanted to do, I doubted. I started to think about it. What if I'm making the wrong decision? What if I'm being young and foolish? What if, until I finally decided that these people will say what they want to say, and they will go to their houses and sleep well. And then I am going to be left turned into not knowing what to do, when I already know exactly what my heart wants me to do. Plus, I got this, if you don't already know, I'm a spiritual person, okay? I'm a Christian. I talk to God and all those stuff, and I got a God confirmation, and I'm going to, instead of me putting it on my own power or my own knowledge or on what vision of the future that I see, I'm going to trust that this is what God wants me to do. And if we go by the examples that we have in the Bible, it doesn't always, what God's instructions don't always make sense. They usually don't make sense to most people. And the people that, eventually get the blessing are the people that go out against what everybody says. Think Abraham. So I did it. A few months ago, I can't even really remember now. I think it was in August where I finally, so it's just been a few months into quitting school and going full out of my business. Don't expect too much yet, okay? Yeah. Now, there's so many people out there who are in uni just to get a degree, and they're not even studying a course that they have any interest in, or something that is that has like a guaranteed future, on like nursing, for example. They're just there because the society has dictated that what you need to do is go to university and get a degree and then look for a job. You're not like seeking for what to do with your life, like what your purpose is, or what you need to do, what you need to be doing, what is going to make you happy in the future. And there's some of you that have actually found what makes you happy, but you are not able to go all out on it because people said do this and do that. Now, I'm not going to tell you to quit school. I'm never going to do that. But if you know what's best for you, think about it, think it through, and then do what is best for you. Because guess what? You're growing, and those people that are advising you to do this and to do that, they've got their own lives to live. And whatever decisions that you make, you are the one that is going to face the consequences, right? They're just going to leave you to it, honestly. So yeah, that's my advice to you. You can take it, you can decide not to take it, up to you. Right. So that's it for today. Thanks for coming to my little TED Talk. I hope you learned something. If you did, please leave it in the comments, like and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Bye.